What is going on, guys? Dippin Diesel back. We are back with another video on my 1990 12 valve Cummins. The last time you guys saw this, I was working on trying to get it started. Tried like 2 different fuel pumps, still didn't want to start. I figured it was the injection pump right here, the VE pump, that was making it not want to start. The new injection pump. So we can go ahead and throw this baby on the truck and hopefully get this thing started. So I just finished up the rest of the pump install this morning. It got really hot the other day. I was sweating bullets, so I didn't finish it then, but I finished it now. I got the injector lines back on. I got it pretty much all tightened up and ready to go, except for the fuel shutoff line, which I will run a power wire to that. We can have that open when we try to start the truck. Seeing that the truck has been sitting like this for a month and a half without the timing cover, without the valve covers. You can see that water has gotten down in there. We need to hit the store before we go ahead and even try to start this thing, because there is going to be water in that oil. And
there's no surprise that when one of my trucks is ready for some new oil, I'm headed straight to the Rotella oil selection. Rotella T6 is their full synthetic and T5 is their synthetic blend.
So I have Rotella T5 here with me today. It is their synthetic blend. Rotella T6, their full synthetic. In my opinion, it's one of the best synthetic oils on the market.
Rotella T6 doesn't just meet the CK-4 specs, it demonstrates an 85% improvement in copper corrosion protection and a 98% improvement in lead corrosion protection than required, and an average of 50% more wear protection than required.
It's one of the best synthetic oils you can buy for your diesel truck. The wear protection it provides, the exceptional deposit control for a cleaner engine, the improved oil breakdown resistance are many of the reasons why people choose Rotella T6 for their truck. I know I've been talking about Rotella T6 while I have T5 here with me. Don't get me wrong, T5 is still an awesome oil because it does exceed the CK-4 requirements in many different categories. But if you guys want to learn more about Rotella T5 and Rotella T6, hit the link down below and it will take you to Shell's website where you can learn more, find out where to buy it online. So big shout out to Rotella for sponsoring today's video. Let's get this 12 valve started. All right, so this truck has been sitting without valve covers and a timing cover for about a month and a half now. I did not expect this much water to come out of the oil drain plug, and it's not even done yet. I had to stop it because it already filled up my bucket halfway. And that's just from settlement being in the bottom of this bucket. That's just all straight water. So here's the bucket from the second time I opened the drain plug. The first one you guys saw of me pulling out from underneath the truck, that was the first time. It filled the bucket about halfway, and then the video you guys saw it draining out, this was the second time. Now, there wasn't a ton of oil in this engine. As you can see, the line right here, it's more than halfway filled up with water. So I'm guessing there's probably 4 to 5 gallons worth of water in this engine just from having the valve covers off. And then there's probably 2.5 gallons worth of oil. So it was probably a gallon short of oil, gallon and a half short of oil. I wasn't driving the truck, I was just trying to start it. But we got this thing filled up with some Shell oil. We're gonna run it for a little bit, not in this video, but we'll run it. Give it some time, and then we'll drain it again and then fill it back up with some more Shell oil to try to get some of that water out of there. I also added some more additive in there to help with getting the water out of there. So I think we are ready to start it. Let's do it. And also, since I deleted the heat exchanger, I built a little contraption, got 2 fittings on each side. I got a barb on one side and an adapter on one side. I took the fittings off of the old heat exchanger tied them into a coupler, tied them into a barb, and looped it so no transmission fluid is gonna spill out of there when we try to start the truck. That way it's just wrapping around. We are ready to go. I'll crack some of these injector lines, run the fuel pump, and then try to get some diesel to this motor. Finally, hopefully, I swear, if this truck does not start after this injection pump, I am lighting this thing on fire. I absolutely have no freaking clue why this thing will not start up. I mean, the only thing I can think of is the injectors now. So at this point, still haven't been able to get fire. I'm getting a ton of fuel out of the return, which usually means the injectors might be stuck. Don't know. I could have accidentally put the timing 180 degrees out. I'm pretty sure I had it at top dead center, but you can never know. I pushed that pin in and it went into the gear on the crankshaft or camshaft. On the camshaft. So that pin usually only goes in if it's in top dead center, so I'm not too sure. What I'm doing is taking the injector lines back off and I'm going to swap out the injectors. So I got a used set of injectors. They should be good. And we're gonna try that. If that doesn't work, then I will take the gear cover back off, timing cover back off. I will pull the pump gear off, rotate the engine 180 degrees, back to top dead center, put the gear back on, and see if my timing was off. And if that doesn't work, I am completely stumped, and I don't know what is up with this motor and why it is not running or wanting to start. It'll fire off a starting fluid or brake clean, but it will not fire off of this dang injection pump. Brand new injection pump. Literally the last thing I need to do is change the injector and literally everything will be brand new. Or I guess these won't be brand new because they're used injectors, but still, like, dang, man. I've never had a truck not start. So nothing can go right. Just took out all the injectors, throwing the last retainer on, and I'm pretty sure these are for a P-pump because the head is different. The top of the injector is different than the old ones. My gosh, dude. Nothing can go right. Well, it's the old injector. Might just have to order some new injectors because these ain't gonna work. So since those injectors that I went to put in my 12 valve were for a P pump, I'm gonna be making a last ditch effort to get some injectors for this truck. So I'm pulling them off of this VE first gen 12 valve. They should fit perfectly. The fuel line should connect. That's where I had the problem with the other ones. The injectors for the P pump had a bigger injector line fitting on the top of the injector. This is coming straight off a VE pump truck, so it should fit. And yeah, hopefully these injectors work. So I'm pulling the last injector. 3 of them came out clean, and then 3 of them I have to use an injector puller. So Chase and Colton don't have one here at the shop, so I made one out of scrap piece of round tubing, and then I welded a washer on there, and then I'm using an M12 by 1.25 lug nut, and this just goes right over the injector. Lug nut goes on top of the injector. And there it is. It's free. Pretty sure it is. Yeah, it should be free. Pull that up, and this one looks terrible. Dang, this injector looks bad. Have to clean that one up. So here's a look at the injectors. Got a little bit of oil on that one. This one has a little bit of corrosion on it, looks like. Maybe some water. That one looks good, a little bit of oil. A little bit of oil, and that one looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And those are my injectors for my 12 valve. Another day trying. New injectors are in, I put them in last night. Dude, it literally might be the injectors. What the heck? It has never done that before. Yes! Woo! Dude, I am so happy right now that it freaking started up. Injectors the whole freaking time. I probably didn't even have to buy an injection pump, but now we have a new injection pump. I just gotta buy new injectors now. Dude, I am so freaking excited right now. You have no idea. I came out this morning thinking I'm gonna be doing another thing to this engine. It's not gonna work, blah, blah, blah. Like, I've been so defeated with this truck, and pretty much all along it probably was the injectors. You guys probably have said that before, but I am so freaking excited that those injectors from Brendan's first gen fire right up. So I'm gonna go ahead and order some injectors so I can get these back in his truck. But man, I am so excited. You guys have no idea right now. Oh, and the hood stack sounds really damn good, man. That sounds really damn good. Like, I probably could just connect this power this power. One power is going to the fuel pump, one power is going to the fuel shutoff. And then this should be fuel, yep. And then let's see how easy this thing restarts. I'm getting some fuel coming out of this line. I don't know why it was. Watch it not start back up now. Oh, she started up right away. That's what I like to freaking see, baby. Yeah. That is what I like to see, just one press of the button. Woo! Yes! Yes! Dang, that feels good. So there it is, guys. I am super excited that we finally got this dang 12 valve started. It's such a relief. And it just presses on one button. One press of the button. Not even a full spin over of the motor, and it cranks right up. So, I am so relieved right now that we can get working back on this project, because I didn't want to work on it when it wasn't starting. Like, why am I going to do all this work to it if I couldn't get it started? But we finally got it started. I'm gonna get some new injectors on order. Now that we know that it is the injectors, honestly, it probably was the injectors the whole time. That other pump probably was good, but it's whatever. I had to spend some money on a new pump. It don't matter. We got the truck started. That's all that matters. So, long time coming. You guys were waiting for this video for so long. I was tired of putting out videos on this truck of me trying to start it and it not start. I think I put like a section in like 3 different videos of me trying to start this, and it didn't want to start. So I don't want to make another video on this truck if it did not want to start. So I am just super relieved that it is started, and it is sounding damn good with that with that hood stack. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Finally got this 1990 non-intercooled 12 valve started. Now we can start putting this thing back together, get the wrap for it, start redoing a bunch of wiring and stuff like that, and actually maybe take this thing on for a test drive. I didn't put the cooler on here, so I'm not even sure what kind of condition the transmission's in. There was a bunch of transmission jugs in the back of the truck when I first got it, so it's like they just poured a bunch of transmission fluid to make it look like the fluid was clean. Who knows, I might have got screwed out of a transmission. I don't know if it works or not, but the truck starts. That's all that matters right now. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more videos on this Dippin' Diesel channel. Subscribe if you guys are new. And big shout out to Shell Rotella for sponsoring today's video. They sponsored the oil for this truck. So head down to your local retailer to find some Shell Rotella oil. And make sure your truck runs on Rotella. I'm out. We'll see you guys later. Dippin' Diesel.